The cosmic breath, Thoth, pranayama, and the alchemy of consciousness. There is a life force, an invisible yet palpable energy that permeates every fiber of existence, from the faintest flutter of a leaf to the immense pulsation of galaxies. This force, known in various traditions as prana, chi, or Holy Spirit, is the cosmic breath, the divine breath that animates creation and sustains life. Too often, in the frenzy of modern life, we forget this fundamental connection, overlooking the transformative power that resides in every conscious inhalation and exhalation. But the ancient masters, guided by mythical figures like Thoth, understood that breathing is not merely a physiological act, but a sacred bridge between body and spirit, a key to unlocking elevated states of consciousness and bringing about profound inner alchemy. Today, we'll delve into this age old wisdom, exploring how pranayama, the yogic art of breath control, intertwines with the teachings of Thoth to reveal the true nature of consciousness and our intrinsic unity with the universe. Prepare to breathe with new intent, feel the energy flowing through you, and awaken the inner alchemist who transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. If you feel the call of the cosmic breath already resonating with your essence, if the idea of transforming your life through breath awareness fascinates you, then this video is a gift for your soul. Ignite the hype for a journey that will lead you to explore unexpected dimensions of your being. If you're not yet part of our growing community of consciousness explorers, subscribe now. Each subscription is an opening to new perspectives, an act of faith in the transformative power of shared knowledge. The concept of cosmic breath has its roots in the most ancient wisdom traditions, which have always recognized breath not only as a vital function, but as a direct manifestation of universal energy. In Eastern philosophies, particularly yoga and Ayurveda, this energy is called prana, the vital force that permeates and sustains all life. Prana, this subtle energy, is not just air. It is the intelligent life force that orchestrates all biological, mental, and emotional processes. Its quality and circulation in the body are directly linked to our health, our mental clarity, and our ability to influence the world around us. When prana flows freely and abundantly, the mind is clear, emotions are balanced, and a deep connection with the flow of life itself is felt, creating fertile ground for intentional manifestation. Pranayama, the fourth of the eight limbs of yoga, is the art and science of controlling and expanding this vital energy through specific breathing techniques. It involves more than simply breathing deeply, but consciously directing prana within the body, purifying the energy channels, nadis, balancing the energy centers, chakras, and awakening the individual's latent potential. In addition to purification, pranayama acts as a regulator of the autonomic nervous system. Through techniques such as slow, deep breathing, dirgha pranayama, one can shift the balance from the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, to the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. This not only reduces stress and anxiety, but also creates a state of profound calm and receptivity, essential for tuning into higher frequencies and receiving clear insights from the universe, just as Thoth taught us to do to access knowledge. Through pranayama, yogis aim to transcend the limitations of the ordinary mind, reach states of deep meditation, and connect with cosmic consciousness, experiencing a sense of unity and harmony with the universe. The relationship between breath and mind is inextricable. Where the breath goes, there goes the mind. By controlling the breath, one gains greater control over the flow of thought. Thoth, as a master of the mind and intellect, would have recognized pranayama as a supreme tool for sharpening the thinking faculty, freeing it from distractions and illusions. The mental clarity achieved through these practices is essential for discerning truth and formulating precise and powerful intentions, without which co creation remains a vague aspiration. Thoth, the ancient Egyptian deity associated with wisdom, knowledge, and magic, offers a fascinating perspective on the alchemy of breath. For Thoth, breath was not merely a vehicle for oxygen, but the medium through which the soul connected with the divine and the mind with cosmic truth. His emerald tablets, although pranayama is not explicitly mentioned, describe practices of purification and elevation of consciousness that strongly evoke the idea of directing vital energy. Thoth taught that mind, body, and spirit are interconnected and that mastery of one influences the others. Breath control, therefore, would be a method for Thoth's initiates to purify the physical vehicle, calm the mind, and open the portals to divine wisdom. The alchemy of awareness, in this context, is the transformation of the lead of ignorance into the gold of wisdom through the conscious application of breath and attention, a process that Thoth himself embodied as the great transmuter and keeper of cosmic secrets. Many pranayama techniques are specifically designed to unblock and purify the nadis, the subtle energy channels that transport prana, and to activate the chakras, the body's energy centers. These are not mere esoteric theories, but internal maps that, according to the ancients, guide the flow of consciousness. A harmonious energetic system allows prana to flow freely, awakening the divine potential latent within each of us, a principle Thoth would surely have encouraged in achieving enlightenment and mastery. The practice of pranayama, therefore, can be seen as a bridge between the material and spiritual worlds, an internal technology that allows us to harmonize the body's rhythms with the rhythms of the universe. When breathing becomes conscious and controlled, a process of purification is triggered not only physically but also mentally and emotionally. Accumulated toxins in the body and tensions in the mind are released, creating a space for greater clarity and inner peace. Thoth, as master of the mysteries, would have approved and encouraged these practices, recognizing them as an essential tool for awakening. He was the one who codified universal law, and the breath is the most tangible manifestation of this law in action, a constant flow of giving and receiving, a cycle of life and regeneration. The alchemy of consciousness for Thoth was the process through which the individual could align himself with these universal principles, becoming a channel for cosmic wisdom and manifesting his true divine nature. Delving deeper into this interconnectedness, we can see how the wisdom of Thoth, who saw knowledge as a living and dynamic force, is fully reflected in the very nature of pranayama. The cosmic breath is not just air entering and exiting the lungs, but life itself, the active principle that animates the universe. Through the conscious practice of breathing, one learns to perceive this subtle energy, direct it, and utilize it for healing, manifestation, and spiritual elevation. The ancient Egyptians, under the influence of Thoth, placed great emphasis on knowledge of natural rhythms and laws, and breathing, with its cycles of inhalation and exhalation, is the most primordial of these rhythms. It connects us directly to the pulse of the universe, to the macrocosm reflected in the microcosm of our being. The alchemy of awareness, therefore, is the rediscovery of this intrinsic harmony, the ability to tune one's internal instrument to the cosmic orchestra, allowing life to flow unimpeded and express itself in its purest and most powerful form. Pranayama, therefore, is not merely a physical exercise, but a gateway to deeper dimensions of awareness, a means of awakening the inner alchemist, who can transform matter into spirit and the ordinary into the sacred. Through breathing, we learn to manage vital energy, purify our inner temple, and connect with the inexhaustible source of wisdom that is Thoth himself. This inner alchemy is not a goal to be achieved, but a continuous process of refinement and expansion. Each conscious breath is a step in this transformation, an opportunity to untie the knots of the ego, release illusions, and embrace our true nature, imbued with light and love. It is the realization that we are an integral part of the cosmic breath, co creators of a reality that manifests through our intention and awareness. To further illuminate this concept and make it tangible to the heart, allow me to share with you an ancient fable, a tale that encapsulates the wisdom of Thoth in timeless form. Deep in an ancient forest, where ancient trees whispered secrets of forgotten ages, lived a young scholar named Elias. Elias possessed a profound intuition for herbs and remedies, but felt he lacked a deeper understanding of life itself. His patients often recovered physically, but their souls remained restless. One night, as he sat beside a spring, the water began to glow with an ethereal light, and from it emerged an ibis feather, floating delicately to rest in his lap. It was a symbol of Thoth showing him the way. The feather transformed into a small papyrus scroll inscribed with ancient teachings about the sacred breath. Elias read how Thoth's ancestors had discovered that all life is animated by an invisible breath, an energy that, if understood and directed, could transmute pain into joy and illness into health. It wasn't just a matter of healing the body, but of harmonizing the entire being with this cosmic breath. Elias began practicing every day, sitting in silence and focusing on his breathing. He learned to feel the prana flowing through him with every inhalation, a current of life that purified him from within. One day, a village elder was struck by a mysterious melancholy that drained him of all energy. Elias, instead of offering only herbs, taught him the sacred breath techniques. He guided him to inhale deeply, visualizing light and energy entering his body, and exhale, releasing all sadness and heaviness. Day after day, the elder regained his vitality, not only thanks to the remedies, but above all because he reconnected with his inner strength through breathing. His mind cleared, and his eyes regained their ancient spark. Elias understood that true alchemy was not the transformation of metals, but the transformation of human consciousness through the cosmic breath, a teaching that Thoth's feather had silently revealed to him. He became known not only as a healer but as the keeper of the breath, guiding many to rediscover their connection with life itself. Furthermore, pranayama enhances the ability to listen intuitively. By purifying the energy channels and calming the mind, one becomes more sensitive to the subtle signals and inner guidance the universe offers. These insights, which often manifest as gut feelings or sudden clarity, are essential for taking the inspired steps we've discussed, transforming intentions into concrete and aligned actions. Thoth, as a master of speech and creation, would also emphasize how pranayama amplifies this internal creative word. When an affirmation or intention is supported by a deep, controlled breath, charged with prana and calm, its vibrational power is greatly increased. It is no longer just a thought, but a coherent wave of energy projected into the universal field, accelerating the process of manifestation in alignment with divine wisdom. The ultimate frontier of pranayama, as understood by the ancient masters and perhaps by Thoth's initiates themselves, was the possibility of transcending the limitations of mortality and reaching states of advanced consciousness. Not in the sense of eternal life of the physical body, but of an awareness that expands beyond time and space. Through supreme control of the breath, it was said that one could master the cycle of life and death, uniting with the current of the cosmic breath and achieving divine gnosis, the supreme secret guarded by Thoth and accessible through internal alchemy. The cosmic breath is an ever present gift, a lifeline, and an inexhaustible source of power waiting to be rediscovered within you. I sincerely hope that this exploration has not only inspired you, but also provided the spark to begin or deepen your personal alchemy of awareness. Every breath is an opportunity for reconnection, a chance to cast aside the veils of illusion and fully embrace your true, radiant nature. Always remember, every inhalation is a new beginning, an opportunity to welcome vital prana, and every exhalation is a profound liberation from that which no longer serves, paving the way for the manifestation of your highest desires and the realization of your unlimited potential. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel Leave a like to show your appreciation and share the words cosmic breath or conscious alchemy in the comments, letting us know what struck you most. Your participation enriches our collective journey. May the awareness of your breath guide you toward profound peace and intrinsic harmony. Thank you for breathing with us on this journey of discovery. See you soon.